Right, good morning. Cool Kooky Creatures Stitch Along. March's prompt, yes, that's the word, was tea time for tea. So, as you can see, I have laid out some stuff here. I've got a piece of net in the background here because I just, why not? I've got a gingham tablecloth. I'm going to have a spotty pink cup. I'm not sure, does that need to... I can never think in sort of like 3D. That'll do. And then I cut out a teapot shape. These are the shapes. I just drew them on book page. Cut out a teapot shape on this fabric here, basically. Picked a nice sort of smallish design. I used to have one similar to this. So, yeah, anyway, I've put Bondaweb on the back because it's going to fray like billio otherwise. So I'm going to heat press that in a minute, which will get rid of all the lines, unfortunately. So I need to remember to put in that bit there. Don't let me forget, okay? And then I remembered I got these buttons which have clocks on them. So I thought we'd put a clock on the wall. Number 12 at the top, of course. So it's going to stitch wonky, but number 12's up there. And now I'm just going to stitch it down with these two Aurifil threads. I've got a pink one for the pink, and then I think with the yellow one I'm going to kind of highlight the gingham, and I might stitch around this. I might just leave it. If it seals nicely without stitching, then I might leave it, but anyway, I can hear the iron clicking away behind me, so I'm going to go and grab that. And we're going to press that on there, and that might hold everything down. I might not need to do too much stitching on the net curtain, basically. So let me just, I'm going to move that because I might hit it with the iron. Just grab the iron. Right. I hope you're having a good day. Is that going to... Hang on. I just don't want it burning that. I don't think it will burn. I don't want it melting the net curtain, basically. Because you don't want your nets burnt. I mean, come on. Does anybody have net curtains anymore? Yeah, I know some people do. There's absolutely nothing wrong. I had net curtains up till about 2 years ago, when I took them down and put up some Venetian blinds, which are a pain in themselves, so... Right, well that seems to have sealed it down quite nicely. Thank you very much. Well done. Right, just let that cool off. I'll draw it back in that line and then hopefully I won't forget it. As I say, I had some needles here. Right. Don't know why you're balanced in there. Crazy person put you in there, probably me. You'll do. Right, okay, so yeah, it's just stitching now, basically. So yeah, I do think, before I put the cup on, I think I'll just put a couple of rows of stitching on the gingham. So I think that'll look quite nice. It's turning out to be a glorious day here today. So I've got the washing machine going. Get some washing on the line, nothing quite like it. No plans for today. It's Sunday here today, so this is like a week before this needs to be done. I nearly forgot it. I had to leave myself a note last night when I shut down the creative studio. Thought I must do that. I mean, it's only once a month. You'd think I'd get straight on it, wouldn't you? But time, life, stuff takes over. This is why I love gingham. I guess that's why they teach you to sew on gingham, because you got the squares and the spacing all ready for you. So it just makes it easy to do. I will be trimming it up after, because there are some bits hanging over. So right, I'm going to stitch this. I'll probably put you on a little bit of fast forward because I'm a little bit short. Should have moved it over. Let me pin that. Where'd that pin go? There. Right, yeah, I'm going to speed you up and we'll just ignore the fact that we can see the background there, okay? Let's pretend it's the edge of the table. Right, okay. Yeah, I think that's brightened it up a little bit, so it's all good. Yes, I was very naughty. I carried it across there. I did bury this one, so that was something. Right, okay. So I need to put that in before I forget because I know what I'm like. So just try and remind myself of the angle of the dangle. So it needs to go from here. About there. Yeah, that'll do. I don't think I'm going to stitch this down. It's fairly solid. I'm going to hit it again with the iron. You know, I will do to get rid of that line. But I think that's because it's kind of gone through into the netting to the back of the felt there, so this might be enough thread actually. Yeah, maybe not. Am I pushing me luck? Oh well. So I'll just highlight it with this same yellow thread basically. Yeah, it's quite stiff to get through, so I'm not gonna, even though this is the one lighter one, the Bond web, it's still quite heavy to stitch through by hand anyway. think I'm gonna have to go around it, aren't I? I'm feeling the need. What I might do is like a micro, because it's not standing out, is it? Or maybe I could just stitch around the outside just to outline it with the gold. That could work actually. Yeah, I think that could work. I don't want to stitch through it, that was really tough, quite frankly. So what I'll do is I'll pause you. I'm just going to stitch around. I might just do a running stitch even, not even a back stitch. I don't know, let's see how I feel. Yeah, I'm going to pause you. So all I'm going to do is either do running or back stitch around here, and you'll see it when it's done, because otherwise the video will be about 3 hours long. Okay, I shall be back with you shortly. Right, I did do back stitch around it in the end, but to me that's made it look an awful lot brighter and better. I put my clock on, anything like that I stitch with this Metla Transfill completely. You can't see it at all, basically. It matches any colour. And I also went around and just caught this netting a couple of times to stop that popping up with that same thread, because it is invisible, so it's great. So I'm just trying to work out where I want to position my cup. Am I on shot? Yeah. I definitely want it this side. I think there will be alright. It's a little bit wonky, it's bothering me, but it is what it is. It's stuck now. I can't do anything about that one. So let me just stick that one, pin that there. So last thing. So I think, see how thick it is to try and get through here. Ooh, it's quite thick. I was going to try and do blanket stitch, but if I can just catch. Nope. Come on, let me through. Right, I'm going to struggle with this back stitch. Not back stitch, blanket stitch rather. Right, okay. I'm just going to do that around here. It might end up rather large because that is very, very stiff to get through. But it's felt. It doesn't really matter, to be honest with you, so. Didn't realise it was so early. It's only 8 o'clock. I put my washing out and everything. It's these early morning, well, the lighter mornings. I'm like this in the summer. I'm up at stupid o'clock. As it goes on, it'll be 5 o'clock in the morning, because that's just the way my body works. In the winter, I swear, honestly, I used to be a grizzly bear in a previous life, because in the winter I could just literally hibernate and not come out for months. But summer, nope, I'm up, I'm out, I'm ready. I've no doubt I'm not alone. My daughter's the same actually. She was saying the other day, she said, yep, you can tell the summer's coming. She said, because I'm up and out, don't want to sit under the duvet. Yeah. I'll go a bit closer. That'll be alright. So yeah, you like that? You like that in the summer? You just want to be up, out. I know I am. I must plant my seeds. I still haven't done it yet. They're going to be well behind if I don't hurry up. I'm going to try growing kale this year because it's my favourite vegetable, and it's so blooming expensive to buy it off the veggie market guy that I go to. So I thought, do you know what? You've got a garden. Why don't you just try? If it was my garden, sorry, I just warmed with the camera. If it was my garden, I wouldn't have any grass. It'd all be vegetable beds, but it's not my garden. It's one of the biggest frustrations in life. Too old too old to get a mortgage. I did try. I was very politely told, you haven't got enough years to pay it back. Well, how old do you think I'm? Do you know how old I'm going to be when I die? No. Anyway, never mind. It's rant over. It is what it is. I don't know. She probably wouldn't mind, actually. She is a farmer's wife. She might understand that I want to grow my own veg. Oh, yeah. Well, I've got runner beans. I must get some French beans, actually. I do love my French beans. And the little ones that I grew last year were very, very prolific. I ended up with a freezer full of veggies. Well, a drawer. Freezer drawer. And tomatoes. Always grow tomatoes. And yeah, runner beans. Kale. Oh, some flowers as well. Thought put some flowers in, companion plant type things. Although I don't really get bugs in my garden, I'm very lucky. I think I've got a very active hedgehog going around. He eats all the baddies, so it's all good. So pretty sure we got a fox as well, because the cat Mackerel, she sits up. I've got like a big bay window in my bedroom, and she'll sit up there at night. And then all of a sudden she rockets down the stairs, absolutely belts it down straight out the cat flap. And I'm like, oh yeah, I think Mr. Fox is here. And I know we've got a fox because I've seen the poop, the spraint on my garden. So yeah, and it doesn't surprise me. You know, we're quite sort of farmy, woody around here. So yeah. I don't know if she goes out and chases him off or just plays with him. I don't know. My mum had 2 Jack Russells. Poor little things. She rescued them, and they were just puppy farm dogs. Anyway, one of them made friends. Bearing in mind they lived in like London. She made friends with a fox on the railway, which used to be at the back of their house. And she used to get through and go and play with the fox on the railway line. It wasn't the safest because it's like the main Waterloo line, but it used to be quite late at night, and it was quite lovely to watch. They used to run up and down beside the tracks, not on them, thankfully, but yeah. There was no stopping her. I mean, they used to call her back and all the rest of it. She was like, no, going to play with my foxy friend. But it was lovely to see them. Which is unusual for a Jack Russell, because it's like anything furry, they want to kill it. But I think the fox was quite a big one. So, yeah, they used to have great fun. My mum was very naughty. She used to feed it all the time, the fox. At Christmas, after the Christmas turkey had been devoured of all its meat, she used to take the bones down, because she could get through to the side of the railway. She used to go and dump the carcass there. It was gone the next day. So Mr. Foxy had his Christmas dinner. Very much an environmentalist, my mum. Put you back there. Just do a bit of straight stitch through there. Back stitch, actually. Yeah, I must remember. I can't remember what's the next one. Where those dots are on this felt is quite thick, so my fingers are getting quite sore. Oh, poor old fingers. I don't think I've quite got the 3D of this right. Looking at this, I wonder if I ought to have cut it there. Oh, it's too late now. I'm learning. I'm teaching myself all this arty perspective stuff. I mean, I used to be really good at it, but it's like everything. If you don't use it, you forget it, don't you? Sorry, this is shocking stitching. Don't look too closely. Yeah, it's one of those skills. We were talking about it the other day, actually. Me and my daughter, we were saying, I can't remember how we even started, but anyway, I said to her, you know, when I did my O level in maths, yes, I am that old. You know, we did algebra. Have I ever used algebra since? Have I, heck? No. It's not something that comes up every day in craft world, quite frankly. So you know, there's these certain things that we all learnt as kids. So I had to learn it because I wouldn't have got my O level otherwise. But you know, and we weren't allowed to use calculators just weren't around. Only the rich kids had calculators. We weren't allowed to use them in exams anyway. And yeah. Because when I went out for that day with Annie, I think Scarlett was saying, but I've always got a calculator on me. I went, no, you don't walk around with a calculator. She went, yeah, I've got my phone. I was like, yeah, fair dues. But if you haven't got your phone or your phone's out of charge, you still need to do, because we're having this argument about mental arithmetics at the moment and how to work out percentages and stuff like that. She's like, oh, I've got my phone will do it. No, your phone's not always going to be at your side. Not always. Well, I don't know, kids, they part of their blooming arms, aren't they? Anyway, rant over. Stop being such an old granny, Susan. Okay. Oh, come on. Just let me do a few more stitches, please. Oh, thread chicken in the extreme here. Come on. I just want two more. One there. Ooh, one there. About there. Yeah, that'll do. I'm not even going to bother to tie it off. I'll just weave it through the back there. This isn't going to be going anywhere. Right, well, apart from backing it with another piece of felt and just doing blanket stitch around the edge, did I show you last time? What did I do with it? Yeah, the snowy day one. So yeah. Yeah, so I put the I put it on, that was, oh no I haven't. Yeah, so I just do the blanket stitch around the edge. So that's how I finish mine off, and I will do that off screen because I think I've bored you enough. So there we are. I'm quite happy with that. The sun is about to come in and annoyed me. Let me see what you can see. Let's get out of the sun. I hope you enjoyed that anyway. So yeah, I'll get ready for next month's. Can't remember what it is. I'll grab my little list. I didn't introduce it very well. I do apologise, Kooky. It's the Kooky Postcard Stitch Along 2025. That's the hashtag we're following, and it's on Cool Kooky Creatures YouTube. Oh, April, we've got Secret Garden. Okay, right. That's it. I'm going. She says, cutting this on screen. Right. See you next time. Bye.